Hello everyone, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. Alright, so we have a big update regarding Roku. If you have a Roku device, you might want to hear this because you could be affected by this. Many customers are affected by this according to this article, which I will link down below for you in the description. It's coming from the Hollywood Reporter, and like I said, it'll be down below for you if you want to check it out on your own. So what we're talking about here is Roku is saying that 576,000 accounts have been compromised in a data breach. Now, this is the amount that we're hearing about so far. This could change. It could either be higher, or we may hear in the next coming days or weeks that it's actually a little less. As for now, we're going to leave it at this amount. And when we get updates, I'll notify you in regards to this. So it looks like the data breach, which is a new security incident, they're saying was discovered a month after the company learned that 15,000 accounts were impacted in a similar breach. So they're saying the streaming video platform Roku says that it uncovered this new data breach impacting about 576,000 accounts. They're saying that they uncovered the new incident while investigating last month's security breach, which at the time was 15,000 accounts that were compromised. There was a statement here made by Roku in which they said, after concluding our investigation of the first incident, we get notified affected customers in early March and continue to monitor account activity closely to protect our customers and their personal information. They go on to say, through this monitoring, we identified a second incident which impacted approximately 576,000 additional accounts. So that's worse than the first incident. It's a lot of customers' accounts that are being impacted by this. So they're saying, rather than a hacker breaking into Roku's system, the attack was a utilized technique called credential stuffing, with the accounts compromised by hackers that obtain a log-in data from other sources. Roku goes on to say in another statement here, in less than 400 cases, malicious actors logged in and made unauthorized purchases of streaming service subscriptions and Roku hardware products using the payment method stored in these accounts. They're saying they did not gain access to any sensitive information, including full credit card numbers or full payment information, according to Roku. They're also saying that they have reset all the passwords for the impacted accounts and alerted the owners about the breach. Roku has more than 80 million active accounts, they're saying. In addition, the company says it will be turning on two-factor authentication for all accounts to improve its security. So if you're somebody that has Roku and you were notified by Roku that you were impacted by this data breach, comment down below. I'm very curious how many customers were actually notified. I'm sure most customers that have this service, that have a Roku, were probably on the list there of affected customers, but I'm curious if they actually did notify you. Now, assuming all your, contact information is up to date, it's very interesting to me to find out whether or not Roku has actually done their job and reached out to customers in enough time to try to get those passwords reset before any further damage was done. Now, the upside here, from what we understand, customers' information such as social security numbers or any birthdays or addresses or anything that could be really a very big potential problem for us was not thrown out there in the hands of these hackers, as far as we know. This could update and change, and we could find out, yes, that more additional sensitive information from customers was indeed put in the hands of hackers. We'll find out, right? But still, 576,000 customers impacted by this, payments being made available for hackers to just go ahead and start charging things up. A little bit of a headache. You have to contact your credit card company. You may have to contact Roku. Some adjusting need to be done. Not the end of the world, but still something that Roku needs to take serious. We hear so much about these large companies being hacked or being, affected by this type of thing. And I don't know. Obviously this could be an inside job, and it's a lot of the times these could be inside jobs because it's really strange how it's just such a common thing. So I don't know how many disgruntled and twisted employees try to sabotage the company after they leave and leak information, if assuming that's the case here. But it's just really strange that we hear so much about this. It's not like, oh, it's an occasional here and there. All these big companies, go through this a little bit too often. And I would think in the positions that they are, with the amount of money that they earn and the resources that they can utilize to protect customers' accounts a little bit better, you would think that we'd be seeing a little bit less of this, especially now that it's becoming such a trend. You would think that they would be locking down the security a little bit tighter and being a little tougher on it. But if there's employees doing this, it gets a little harder. You have to trust your staff in order to get a job done. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's inside or not, if they're just leaving, a back door open for potential risks. I don't know. But either way, they got to do something better because it's a little too much. And luckily, as far as like I said, we know it not severe as it could have been, but then again, we could find out that it is. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.